get it. The fatty, the rest, the thickest.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Colorado Rockies going up against the New York Mets. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Siggy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go, and towing the slab, Sean Manaea. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
And now Brenton Doyle. The wind of the pitch. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
There's a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And down on strikes he goes, and that's the first out. Now here's Nolan Jones. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2 is the count.
Stays alive. That one ripped. Pulls it in on the run. And there's 2 away. Here's Bud Black's lineup for the Colorado Rockies. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. That's through there for a strike. Two outs, base is empty. And that's a strikeout. Mike Fillmore says he went around. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot at a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. And towing the slab here, Ryan Feltner. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Lindor with a homer in his last game. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job. And that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Here's Juan Soto, 4th on the National League RBI leaderboard. Lindor the move. Pitch is high. Throw to second, and he's out.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. 1 out, base is empty. Hard hit right side. They get the out on Soto.
Batting third.
Here's a Mets lineup now. And a big factor for them in recent games, Brandon Nimmo.
He's one of the better home run hitters in the league this year. In fact, in the top 5 in homers in the National Leagues. Not missing many pitches. And I tell you what, when he gets his pitch, he goes a long way. Make sure you don't sleep on this guy if you're the pitcher.
Here's Pete Alonso, entering this one 2nd in the National League in hitting. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws across the diamond, and that will end the inning. Mets go down quickly, scoreless after 1. Back here at Citi Field, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Michael Toglia. Manaea back to work. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Manaea, a tall lefty, 245 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2013.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Ryan McMahon in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. No score here in the 2nd. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2.
Two outs. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Nothing doing for the Rockies. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a ball popped up. Estrada makes the play, and there's one down.
Batting 5th, the third baseman, Vientos.
And now it's Mark Vientos, 4th on the batting average leaderboard in the National League. Fly ball down the line. Jones sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Man, Doug, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Whips it to first, And Winker is set down. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches for 3 outs. Inning over. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. And he hits a ground ball right side. Toss to Alonso. And Estrada is out.
Batting 8, the first baseman, number 6, Kyle Farmer.
Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Late with the swing there.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Top of the 3rd, no score. Swings and misses. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Jacob Stallings now.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
First pitch misses.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
1-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The pitch. And that's downstairs. The count now 2-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. 9 straight retired here to start the game. We're tied 0-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. And there's a ball. And he grounds one to the right side. Estrada over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 8, the catcher,
Francisco Alvarez now at the plate. 8th in the National League in RBIs. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Waste no time there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And now it's Jose Siri. He's one of the best players in the game. That to right. Jones sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Here's Francisco Lindor. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the 1st with a single. And that is out of play. Alvarez off of first with 2 away.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
And that's a base hit. To third. He's in there.
He's in there.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. On the ground at first. And that's a foul ball. And that one fouled off. battling here as he fouls it away. And a base hit. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Mets. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
So up next, Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He sends it out of here. His 26th of the year. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Singy.
And it just flew out of here, Boog. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat, you knew that was a home run. I mean, he put a perfect swing on it, and the numbers back it up.
Now here is Brandon Nimmo. Hit in the air, left field. Hilliard makes the grab, and that's the inning. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Queens, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Brenton Doyle. And he deals. Headed towards the corner. Soto really on his horse for it. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And now the right fielder, Nolan Jones. 0 for 1 so far. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as the stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
That just misses, and the count is 1-2. The Mets leading by 4, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Tovar now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Up the middle, Acuna. The throw to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. Rockies are down quietly. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And we're back. And the batter now, Mark Vientos.
Third baseman, Mark Vientos.
On the ground to third, McMahon. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Here's Jesse Winker. Grounded out his first time.
Okay, you asked for it. About to go no string ab on him. I'm from that bully with bullies with quick spaz.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hilliard makes the move on it and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Out to short. Nice grab. Not in time. He's safe.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stoppage short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
Man at first. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. 1 for 1 with a single and a runner on the go. And there's a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Runner goes again. Strike in there. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Acuna stands at second with 2 gone. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at second. Out to short. Tovar. Third out. So 1 hit is all they get. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Mets 4 and the Rockies nothing. New inning getting started. Here's Michael Toglia.
Taken high in the draft. He's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Toglia in his 2nd season, 26 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. Swing and a miss.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here's the left fielder, Sam Hilliard.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Man at first, 1 away. On the ground, right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Thairo Estrada to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Manaea ready to fire now. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Runners at first and second with 1 gone, and we're in the top of the 5th. Foul ball still 0-2. Got him looking. So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. Safe there, and we've got runners at second and third with 2 away.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Line drive, base hit. 1 run across. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Rockies 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Feltner back to work. And he dodges that fastball. Ripped to short. Fires across the diamond. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He's 2 for 2. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but wind just absolutely killed it.
So taking in Juan Soto. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. And the Mets go down 2-3 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jacob Stallings. Strike 1.
Well, the guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And his 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs. Back to the top of the lineup. And now it's going to be Brenton Doyle. 0 for 2 in this one. In there for strike 1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that just misses. Good job to fight that one off. In the air, right field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Nolan.
So in now for Colorado, Nolan Jones. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 3 on Three down for him there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Rockies 1.
Now pitching for the
Pitching
Rockies.
change here, Victor Vodnik.
Number 38.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Pete Alonso digs in now. That one fouled off. The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone here.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
And that one fouled off. Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws, and they get the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Vientos.
2 outs, base is empty. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. On a line, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Winker.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking. And these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Now at the plate, Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Vientos, the lead runner at second. Winker at first, 2 out of the inning. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hilliard brings it in, and that'll do it. 2 left for the Mets, but they lead it 4-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ezequiel Tovar. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
The next offering misses. 3 balls, no strikes. Right through there for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. The throw in, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Really important at bat coming up now.
Tolia at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes. If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's going to look over his shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much. He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
0-1's the count.
1 out and a runner at second. Swing and a foul out of play. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing. The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first, and not every shortstop can even make that play.
Now the left fielder, Sam Hilliard. His splits between April and May there. With the tying run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boo. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Fouled off. He was late. Tying run at the plate. On the ground to short. Lindor zips it to first. That's out number 3. 2 left for Colorado, and this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Now pitching for the
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Justin Lawrence.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. 1 for 2.
Alvarez.
Swings here and blasts one left field. In one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. So up next, Jose Siri. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's gone. He circles the bases. Home run number 10 on the year. And they add a couple more. It's 6-1.
Celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That one was a hanger, and pitchers.
The Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is fouled back.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Jumps, but it's off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Man at first, nobody out. Next to hit, Juan Soto. Lindor the move. Pitch misses. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Next offering is fouled back. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Now a long throw home. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Justin Lawrence will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
They turn things over to the southpaw, Lucas Gilbert.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So a man aboard. So up next for New York, Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. Grounder might be 2. McMahon tossed to second. On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
The left fielder, Brandon
2 down, bases empty. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 3 in this one. Tap foul at the plate. Bouncer to second. Estrada fires over to first. And that's the 3rd out. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 7 and the Rockies 1.
now pitching for
Welcome
the New
back,
York
and a new
Mets.
arm on the mound to start the 8th. A.J. Minter.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
And now, Kyle Farmer.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
We don't ever stop. We don't ever drop. Keep rolling. I know that you better rock.
And here it comes. Fastball for a strike. Minter in his 8th season, 31 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2015. On the ground to third, and it stays fair.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Stallings into box again, takes a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Some high cheese for strike 3.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog. Get back on track. His team needs him.
Doyle batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Farmer at first, 1 gone. Next offering popped in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. Next to hit for the
Now
Rockies,
the
Nolan
right fielder,
Jones.
Nolan Jones.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock.
No ball,
Try to put something up on the board.
The Mets up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Sets him down on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. So one left for Colorado. They're down 7-1. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
One down. And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hilliard makes the grab. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Francisco Alvarez will hit next. Popped up left side. Squeezes it, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 7 and the Rockies 1.
Now pitching for
We're back.
New York
It's the
Mets.
top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Huascar Brazoban.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Nimmo snags it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Tolia stands in now and watches strike one.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Struck him out swinging. Rockies down to their final out.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
McMahon in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets have won 4 in a row.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.